What's going on, everybody? This is John Jake Gaming on the mic here, coming at you with a brand new episode of the Realignment Dynasty here on NCAA 14, featuring that college football revamp. Of course, we are 6-0, and we are the #1 team in all of college football, and we're trying to keep that rolling here in great Mid-Eastern Conference play. This time we go on the road to take on the Purdue Boilermakers. They're a decent football team, 3-2 overall, 1-1 in conference play, and they're B-minuses across the board. Y'all know how we are, undefeated, 6-0. We got a B+ squad, B offense, and a B+ defense to go with all of that as well. So we got a decent little football team. Akeem Williams did somehow get hurt in the game, which I actually did not even notice. But Purdue is a team of ups and downs. You know, they win a game, then they lose a game. They win a game, and then they lose a game. Let's see if we can keep that trend happening for them here. As, you know, Toledo, they tested us, man. They really tested our resilience, and I thought we passed that test pretty well. But we're going to have to keep that thing rolling here as we going to go ahead and start jumping into this action here, man. So I hope you're excited about this episode. If you are, make sure you go ahead, smack that like button, hit that subscribe button if you got to be brand new. Let's go ahead and hop into this game, going on the road against Purdue Boilermakers. Let's get it, boys. Alright, boys, so Purdue won the coin toss and decided to give us the football first. So let's see if we can start this game off with a nice opening drive touchdown, as we'll go ahead and try to throw on the perimeter, looking for someone to get open, but honestly, that was really well covered there. So not where I wanted to be to start this game. 3rd and long. I just burped. That's really sexy. But 3rd and 7 coming up here, man. We're going to go ahead and throw it up the middle of the field. We get it to the speedy Jason Higgins, and I can't say this enough, man. He has done a fantastic job of going out there and really improving his route running. He's been electric so far this year, as it has been Billy Hammond, who's trying to throw on the run but gets hit from behind. Thankfully, he's going to be okay. Sometimes those hits, it leads to an injury, but we do get 3rd and long instead as we try to set up the screen. Over the left-hand side, get it out to Cortez Mills, who can't pick up the first down. And we're going to have to punt this football away. That first drive ends up being a sham. So now we'll go ahead and see the Purdue offense for the very first time today, as Jacobs is going to go ahead and run up the gut with Brown. Brown's going to be able to find some space in the open field, and R.J. Brown is going to pick up the first down. So now almost to the 40-yard line already, as they got a good drive going. Jacobs, he's going to eventually run out of time, though, as he did a nice job dancing around in the pocket, but that was purely a covered sack because our defensive line did take their sweet time trying to get to this quarterback. But Reggie Jacobs will make up for it, though, on the next play, a 13-yard carry. Then we'll go ahead and make this a more reasonable 3rd down, as now shotgun formation. They try to set up the screen, and Smith had the space but doesn't cut up field soon enough, so that gives time for our guys to rally, and we'll be able to go ahead and force a punt ourselves. So now our second attempt to try to go ahead and get points on the board. We'll see if we can be more successful and at least get past midfield. I don't think we even accomplished that on the last drive, and we'll start with a little bit of a halfback screen, which, you know, wasn't completely in rhythm, but we still pick up a few yards, so at least there's that. That was in rhythm, though. Leslie Johnson with a 12-yard catch, and that's a first down for us, baby. You love to see it. As we go back to Perry Robinson, he had a really nice game last time out, able to pick up a few yards there. That's his first catch of the day, but we got a 3rd and 6, needing to pick up this first down conversion. Then going for the screen, but it gets blown up. We're actually going to toss it downfield. We got an open Higgins. It's gone for a huge gain. But this is why I usually don't go to those routes. They always call pass interference in this game, even though nothing to do with that. Cortez Mills was not involved in the play, but instead it's going to be 3rd and 16, and Purdue, they're going to do what they need to do to keep us off the field. We end up having to punt this football away. I hope that's something that's addressed in college football, man, because That's not a pass interference. Like, you cannot tell me that at all. He was not even blocking within 5 yards. Like, it would have been fine. But that being said, Purdue's going to get the football. Nothing that we can do about it. Let's just hope our defense come out here and can make a play. 1st and 10 coming up. Jacobs drops back to pass. He's looking around. He's going to jump out of the pocket. Gets it out to Sanders. And Sanders is going to pick up the sticks. 1st down, Purdue. And the Boilermakers are boiling on as Jacobs looks to get the first points of the game, trying to attack deep. But it's going to be broken up. It looks like that is... Oh, I want to say that's... I'm having a complete brain fart. That might be Mike Hart, maybe? I'm just having a complete brain fart. Let me know who 49 is in the description. I can't think of it right now. I'm losing my mind just thinking about it. I'll probably come up with it in like 2 days or something as I'm recording voice commentary for this. But we do get him to a 3rd down, and Smith is going to make a key 3rd down grab here. And that will move the sticks again. As we're getting to the end of this 1st quarter, this should be the last play that's ran in it. And it's going to end with a 5-yard carry for R.J. Brown. And, you know, we've played an entire quarter of football up to this point. And with all that being said, still waiting for points to be scored in this football game. Here's to a more offensive-minded 2nd quarter. As we now pick things up here in the 2nd quarter. Jacobs actually going to run with it on a quarterback keeper. It looks like we were bamboozled, flabbergasted, any adjective you could think of. And it's going to be a goal line situation for Purdue that Brown might go ahead and finish off, and he does, breaking a tackle, and Patrick Goshwin cannot clean it up in time. So the first points of this game is going to go to Purdue as they will go ahead and take a 7-0 lead here early in the 2nd quarter. Now it's our turn to try to respond and not where we want to be early. 3rd and 11, needing a play from our quarterback. Hammond contained in the pocket but finds an open Mike Holt downfield. 37-yard reception, and that's good for a 1st down. As we'll try again here on 1st and 10. Hammond again dropping back the pass, going to the running back, Bobby Russ, who does a good job holding on to the football there. First guy trying to strip him. He wasn't having any of it. And that's going to be another 1st and 10. Hammond dropping back, looks it over the middle. He's going to go ahead, trying to throw it quickly, but it's going to be broken up. So now leading into a 3rd and long. Going with the free verticals. Billy under shotgun. He's looking downfield. He's got an open receiver. It's going to be Wesley Johnson who finds the hole in the zone coverage. Touchdown, Spartans. Big time throw, as that is a great read, recognizing that the safety, he cannot get over in time. And we got ourselves a tied football game now. Not to mention that we will go ahead and force a free down on our next possession. So it's time to go back to work. Robertson, he's going to find a huge hole in the middle of the defense as well. And this is the Purdue defense we're used to seeing in real life. They are not a defensive-minded school. Let's go ahead and save that, get that out of the way real quick. It's now 3rd and long. Hammond under shotgun, needs a play, drops back. He's going to look. He finds Mike Holt downfield. He breaks a tackle. Can't get away from the final defender, though, but it's a 1st down. Moving the chains. And it's now a goal line situation, and we will go back to Robertson. That's a touchdown. We take the lead right in the blink of the eye. And Billy Hammond, have yourself a day, my guy. 15 for 21, 180 yards and 2 touchdowns. Just having a really fantastic game right now. But now we'll see if Purdue's offense can match what we've been able to do in the last couple of drives as their offense comes back out on the field as Reggie Jacobs nearly gets hit there by Darrell Hicks. We were right on him. That could have very well been a sack. But nice job getting rid of the football. At least it's incomplete. Fight for another day. And that's going to be really helpful. So instead of it being, say like a 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10, it's now 3rd and inches. And you can easily see them picking up this 1st down. We'll see if we can prevent that, though, as they're going to go 5 wide here, as Jacobs is going to look for the custom prospect, Jacob Klein, who's going to make his first catch in this game. That's a 5-yard reception for him, as now they are able to extend the drive because of that. It's not a huge play, but it's something that, hey, if you're looking back, if they score on this drive, they're going to look at that 3rd down conversion. That was nice execution right there. Speaking of execution, that was a nice job with the wide receiver screen as well, as Andrew Smith was able to go ahead and turn it upfield for a nice gain. It's now 2nd and short coming up. Jacobs trying to pick up the 1st down again, looking for his tailback, and he just simply wasn't ready for it. He did not turn around soon enough. We'll see if the 2nd time is the charm, though, as they're trying to get him off the field here on 3rd and 1. Jacobs, play action, has a little bit of time, but eventually one of our big sterling defensive linemen is able to hit him, and we make them settle for a field goal. But then we go free and out on our next possession, and it has Purdue's hands on the football again. They look to take the lead before we go ahead and jump into the halftime locker room. Let's see if our defense can go ahead and clutch up for us here in the last minute and a half here, as Jacobs will throw short over to Franklin. He will run into a gang of Spartan defenders. It's not a 1st down, so that clock is going to run before they decide to take that 2nd timeout. Following the timeout, Jacobs will go ahead. He's going to throw it off his back foot and still delivers an accurate pass to Andrew Smith. You got to be kidding me. That's the EA gods, man, telling us, hey, maybe you don't deserve to win this game. You know, it happens sometimes. You know, if you know, you know. But we do get a sack on a couple plays later, force them to go no huddle, and we will make them take a field goal here to end this 1st half. And so we go into the halftime locker room. Not our best performance by any means, but we still are up in this game, and we can always turn it up a notch here in this 2nd half. So welcome back to 2nd half action here, baby, as we got Purdue off the field. We got to free it out to start the 2nd half, but let's see if our offense can pick things up a notch. 14 points and a half, not necessarily acceptable given what we've been able to do throughout the season. We'll see if we can pick it up here as we go on the ground for Bobby Russ, and Russ is able to run through some defenders now. He's finishing runs strong in the past, but he's been held really quiet today. He only has 15 yards on the ground. They have shut him down. But Billy Hammond, though, he's having himself a show. Throwing over the middle of the field. Finds Marcus Wiggins. Risking it for the biscuit a little bit. He had the underneath for the automatic 1st down, but he wanted more. And he certainly got himself more there. So the drive still continues nonetheless. But how about Billy Hammond there? Able to buy some time. His initial reads weren't open, but instead of panicking, he's going to roll out, use that athleticism, buy a little bit of time, and eventually Bobby Russ gets open. He's not going to be as involved in the running game today, but that doesn't mean that we can't run the football. You know, for those of you who have been watching this series for a little bit, that is our bread and butter. We like to run the ball, and we got the personnel to do it. Hammond on the outside. He's going to go ahead, get into open field, and finds the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. And that will extend our lead. And that is exactly how I wanted to go about playing in this 2nd half. Get a touchdown, extend our lead. So now put some pressure on the Purdue offense, which we've been doing a pretty good job of containing. We have bent a little bit, but we haven't been broken. They haven't gotten a ton of explosive plays on us since that initial 1st drive. Those scripted plays. So now, 2nd and 10 coming up. Jacobs dropping back. It's going to be a quarterback draw. He's got the blocking for it too. And Reggie Jacobs makes us pay for it. Nearly picking up that 1st down all by himself. But then we get him to a 3rd and short, and they have struggled with 3rd down conversions. Now 2 for 8 on the day. Jacobs dropping back, facing some pressure, and he's going to be lit up like a Christmas tree. That is Darrell Hicks that's going to finish the play.
And what a time to get your first sack of the day. And we force them to punt the football back over in our direction, baby. You absolutely love to see it. So now we go back to our offense. We got a touchdown the last drive. And we're starting to get Bobby Russ warmed up too, man. We're going to need him, man, even though he's been held pretty quiet in this game so far. 2nd and 5. Going to be coming up now, making it 3rd and short. Hammond under center, trying to go to work. We'll see if Russ can pick up the yardage for us. We're going to figure it out with Wesley Johnson, but it looks like Purdue is going to make themselves a nice little stand, and we got to go ahead and put this football away too. Later on in the 3rd quarter, Purdue back out on the field. Our punter did a great job pinning them deep. Can we get the safety? We don't. Actually, it's the opposite. Sanders is now getting loose, and he might take this all the way to the crib. Mike Scott, the last line of defense, and he can't make the tackle either. That is so frustrating, man. We had a chance to possibly get a safety. We were kind of close to. And not only do we give up a big play, but we compounded 2. And all of a sudden, we're a 2-point conversion away from this game being all knotted up. And Jacobs, he's going to actually get the job done. Get it to the same man that got the touchdown. And we'll go ahead and take some time to check out a studio update. We're not the only team on upset alert. Tulsa is also giving Texas A&M everything that they have. So we come back out on the field. We saw Purdue score on the last possession. We'll see if we can score on our possession as well, as we'll go ahead and run it upfield with Bobby Russ, who's starting to find a rhythm in this game. We haven't ran the ball as well as what we typically done, but we still got a quarter to do it. Can Purdue take us down? We're going to have to find out here. Let's get those 4s going, and let's see if we can bring it home so that we can remain undefeated on the season. So here we go now. Starting off this 4th quarter, this is a big one, as we're going to run it upfield with Bobby Russ, who starts to find a rhythm in this 2nd half. He came into like the 2nd half only like 15 yards rushing maybe. He's now up to 50 yards, so not bad by any means. But on 3rd and short, we'll dump it off to Perry Robinson here. And Perry Robinson's going to go ahead and pick up the 1st down. And we got to talk about how Billy Hammond has done just a great job of taking care of the football today. No turnovers as of yet, as Mills will go ahead and throw it over the middle of the field. That is good for the 1st down as well. But another 3rd down coming up for us. 3rd and 5. Going with the 5-wide set. Going to trust our quarterback. And the quarterback, he is going to fold for us. 4th down. 4th and 5 nonetheless. And you know what? We're kind of in no man's land. Our kicker isn't the best. We're going for it here. Running with Aaron Hines. He can't get upfield soon enough. He had the hole, but Purdue converges on it. And we are so fortunate that we did end up forcing that 3 and out, because we still got ourselves a tie game here in the 4th quarter now. This is still a game. And now we'll see on this next offensive possession for us if we can actually come away with points this time. We were close last time out, but we didn't get that last 1st down that we needed. So now, 2nd and 3 coming up. Hammond looking over the middle of the field. He's got an open man and Jason Higgins. That's where that 99 speed comes in, because he was covered initially, but then after he made that cut, that speed really mattered. And now, here comes the Spartans. Getting across midfield, we do finally hit 100 yards rushing on the day. Next one, 2nd and 5. 4-wide set. Hammond dropping back. It's going to be a tough throw. And Wesley Johnson cannot pull it in. We will have ourselves yet another 3rd down. A lot of those 3rd downs today. 6 for 12 on this afternoon so far. As now, 3rd and 5. And how about this? Nice timing there by Cortez Mills. Huge 1st down. And on the edge of field goal range. Let's make it happen this time. Hammond looking downfield. He's going to try to get it out to Perry Robinson. He misses. We are actually fortunate that was not picked off. The decision was there. It was a solid fundamental decision, but the ball placement, not where it needed to be. But thankfully, we still hang on to this football as we come back at it at a 1st and 10. Dropping back, looking downfield. He's going to dump it off to Bobby Russ. And Russ will find his way towards the marker. They won't give it to him. But a very favorable situation here for our offense. As we come back here on 2nd and inches, looking downfield. He's facing pressure. He's going to have to try to get it out. Was looking for Aaron Hines, but couldn't quite get rid of the football. Just not, might have slipped out of his hand or something. So we try again here on 3rd and inches, and Aaron Hines, he's going to fight for that 1st down, and he's going to get it. That's the kind of tough running that I love to see. And now a goal line situation. One of the best backfield duos in the country, and it continues to show out here, man. Billy Hammond, he's going to keep it on the read option, and that is going to be a touchdown for the Spartans. 28-21. That is going to be your score. And how about this? Purdue, they go free and out on our next possession. So all of a sudden, we go from we might lose this game to now, let's get a couple of 1st downs here. And I really did not mean to do that. Thankfully, Purdue calls a timeout. I'm surprised that they did that, but they did call a timeout. But now it becomes a numbers game. Let's finish this off once and for all. 3rd and short. Bobby Russ is going to run it upfield. He's going to pick up the 1st down, but he's going to be tackled out of bounds. That stops the clock. What are we doing? What are we actually doing there? So that is actually a free timeout for Purdue, and they still have one. They start to use it there, and you know what the deal is. Trying to run out this clock. Let's pick up this 1st down, and let's end this game. Russ up the middle for a 4-yard rush, and it's now going to be 3rd and long. What do we do here? We're going to keep it on the ground. We will still be able to, worst case scenario, not a lot of time for Purdue to drive it downfield. And Russ almost manages to pick up the 1st down. We did think about going for it for a split second, but I'm going to trust the defense here. We'll see if they can come through for us. As now, 8 seconds left after the punt. Jacobs drops back. He's going to get it out to Vaughn out on the perimeter. He's going to pick up the 1st down, but he doesn't get out of bounds, though. He does not get out of bounds. They got to move quickly. Are they going to be able to get one more play off? They're going to try and spike it, and they're not going to be able to get another play off. It's over. It is over, and we are going to escape here in Purdue, and we are going to win the football game. We are going to win 28-21. And how about Billy Hammond carrying the day for us? 300 yards of total offense, 4 TDs to keep us undefeated.
So our offense did not provide an A-plus day, but we still find a way to win. And a huge reason for that is because of Billy Hammond. 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions either. There was a comment that I got here in the beginning of the season about why there's been so many interceptions. It's been unexcusable. And Billy Hammond took that to heart. And if we had what we had at the beginning of the season with Billy Hammond, we would have not won this game. So I'm very proud of how he's matured as a quarterback. So going into our running game, the running game honestly was not that explosive here today. I mean, we did hit 100 yards, but it was not easy whatsoever. Billy Hammond, though, did find the end zone twice in this one, 8 carries for 25 yards. And Bobby Russ, for the first time it seems like this season, was held to under 100 yards. As for our receiving core, Bobby Russ was also our leading receiver in this one, 6 catches for 61 yards. We did help a couple of people get into the end zone, however, as Perry Robinson had 4 catches for 53 yards, and Wesley Johnson found the end zone as well. He had 3 catches and 36 yards in this one. As for our defense, even though we didn't force any turnovers yet again today, I thought it was a pretty fundamentally sound day today, besides from a couple of plays. We did have Kenneth Wood lead us in tackles. He had 11 tackles, 2 TFLs, and a sack. Daryl Hicks was our second leading tackler in this one. He had 6 tackles, half of which were behind the line of scrimmage. Now, speaking of getting to his quarterback, there was a couple other people that got to this QB today. Brandon Davis, the true freshman, was able to get his hands on the quarterback, as was Daryl Hicks as well. So 3 sacks, that was much better than what we saw last week. We did not force any turnovers, like I said, but again, our defense does just enough to win this game. Meanwhile, we do end up seeing a true freshman in Jacob Klein play for the Purdue Boilermakers. And while he wasn't very involved, it's nice to see this true freshman get some early action here. He had 1 catch for 5 yards. But it seems like the college football world is really starting to take notice of Billy Hammond, a star in the making potentially for sure. But next episode, we got to keep that thing rolling. We're still undefeated, and we got a target on our backs for sure, especially in conference play as well, as we will take on the Akron Zips in the next episode. They're a decent football team, so we can't take them for granted. Should be a fun episode though, and I'm sure you guys are excited for it. If you want to see this Michigan State squad go undefeated, do me a huge favor, man. Go ahead, smack that like button, hit that subscribe button as well if you do happen to be brand new to the channel. This is John J Gaming on the mic signing off, but I'm hoping you're all out there having a good one. Take care, everybody.